Hey, welcome everybody. I'm going to do a survival mode MobTower XP farm. Basically, I'm going to be building one as height level, and so I go ahead and created a void world with their new void map system. I really like it. I think it's neat. I'm going to go ahead and try and get all the way up to the top as fast as possible. So look at me zoom. Woo! I'm going fast. Actually, that's just because I got it in fast forward. I figured this part's boring enough to do that. Anyways, once I get up to the top, I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is going to be great for creating XP farms almost anywhere you want. But I expect most people will be doing it over an ocean because that tends to increase the likelihood of it working properly from what I've seen at least in some other videos. Now I'm making my own unique version of it. It's a little bit based on some of the things I've seen, a little bit things that are out there already. I don't know if anybody else has done it quite exactly this way, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it to anybody who wants to try and enjoy it. Anyway, so let's get started. Here we are putting a block at the top of the twisted vine tower that I just created. Approximately, we want to leave at least one piece of twisted vine all the way at the top so that we have space to put the carpet down to keep mobs from spawning on top. I'm going to go down. I actually want to try and reach 5, but I can't for some reason, so I am going to have to go one more block down. As you can see, there's only 3 in between, and I was on the 4th one, so that makes 5. I'm going to go ahead and create basically my water trough runway system right here after I get done sleeping. I don't want any mobs to accidentally spawn up around me at any point, so I'm going to keep it safe. So I need 4 water trough runways for this to work properly. So as you can see, I'm making 2x2 platforms because that's where the water is going to flow. They're going to be 8 blocks out from each other. But before I actually expand upon this, because this is just the highest level, and I'm going to make a 2-tier system, I'm going to make a second tier below it, so I need to reach at least 5 points or block spaces below it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can't reach any farther, so I'm going to have to go one more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. That makes sure I'm correct. Oh, lost one. Anyways, let's go ahead and try again. Make sure we orient these things correctly. I don't want to mess up. I want them to be right in track with each other because that's going to be very important to the build. As you can see, I'm checking and checking, making sure I do this just right. Let's go to the other side. I think that makes more sense there. Okay. And boom. As you see, I'm building right off of the twisted vines themselves. They act like a build platform for me. Makes this build a lot easier, safer. Now that I have that built, I'm going to clear out these extra blocks because I actually need the 4x4 space in between. And I'm going to go ahead and let's make the let's make the tower itself. That way I can build the platform below. 1, 2, come on, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. That makes a total of 25 because I started with one up on top at first. So that's a total of 25 blocks in my actual tower. Now I'm going to go ahead and do it with the other 3 sides as well to make a drop chute. I'm going to speed this up a little bit as I think it just is pretty clear what we need to do. Hope you guys don't mind. And over here, there we go. You got to be real careful with these twisted vines. You can't go too far or else you'll fall off. I think you might have noticed me a little bit when I was trying to build the top one. But once you get used to it, it actually is a pretty decent building method. You can use whatever you like. I like the twisted vines. It's a personal because it's easy to put together. It doesn't require a bunch of string. But to each his own. It's just my personal preference. Now I'm going to build 3 blocks below. That's 3, and I'm going to break the 2 above it. And this is just so that I can have a platform below it for the kill chamber and the place where you're going to stand and get the XP. I'm going to build this first because I'm going to be using half slabs and I don't have to worry about any mobs spawning. Right now, during the day with the open area upstairs, I don't have to worry about any mobs spawning up there, and it'll keep everything clean and clear and simple. So I'm going to put, let's see, I'm going to try and surround the entire area, but I also want to leave room for a chest. So let's go ahead and keep up there and look exactly what I'm doing. So as you can see, I'm going to have a 4 space right in between there, and then an extra space right where I'm going to put the chest. You'll see what I mean. Just a moment. Let me finish up the there, put in a block right here. Boom, boom, and here's where I can put the chest. Yeah, see what I mean? Easy. Anybody can do this. Just make sure you're crouching. I'd hate to see anybody fall off to their doom because they forgot to crouch. Crouching will keep you from falling off the edges of any of these blocks. Of course, if anybody's aware of Minecraft and not totally new, you should be very comfortable with being able to accomplish things like this. With a little bit of practice, you can get it down just right. Maybe you might want to practice in creative mode first. Obviously, I started this one in a creative mode version, and I switched it over to survival so that you could see me do it in a full survival setting. Now, careful, look, we have 2 blocks out from each side, so don't go any more than that. At least for the basics. Obviously, you can go as far as you like if you really want to, but this is just as far as my build goes. I prefer it that way. Anyway, so it's going to go ahead and put down some half slabs on the hoppers there. And, wait, where's my bed? Oh yeah, that's right. That's in the chest. Of course. I forgot that the hoppers actually pick those kinds of things up. Let's go back upstairs and let's go ahead and build the actual mob spawning chamber. So, like I said, we're going to build these out. We're going to have about 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the first one was 8. So let's do it again over here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and all the way back for the same count. Ooh, I can't really reach. I should have went a little bit further, but that's all right. No worries. Same over here, as I'm sure everybody can do the count now. They know what's going on. That should keep everything nice and simple, of course. That's what we're really looking for, right? I mean, if you're going to do any kind of build in Minecraft, you don't want it to be so overly complicated that you can't do it without an engineering degree. So I'm trying to keep it simple, and I don't know how this goes with anybody else's builds, but anyway, so let's build up the walls. As I said, these are going to be the water troughs, and I'm going to build up a 2-high wall, but it's going to have to go all the way around the entire water trough section, as it is also going to be building up the walls of the mob spawning chamber itself. Well, in part, we'll also have to use it as a base for building the floors and, of course, the entire tower itself. So, it's just, I kind of like the aesthetic of using stone here, but obviously, if you're going to be doing this, you can use any kind of opaque solid block. Just don't use half slabs. I tried half slabs. Apparently, half slabs allow light from the sun itself to pass through, and you're not going to get any mob spawns. Whoa, big failure. Obviously, don't use glass. If you want to, I found that actually, this is really cool. Tinted glass is a great option. Tinted glass is hard to get, though. I mean, do it how you like. This is Minecraft. You have all kinds of options, all kinds of variety. Be artistic, be stylized. This is your build. I'm just giving you a blueprint here, right? And that's what I like to think that everybody does when they're on the internet and they're putting out there all the masters, all the geniuses that come up with some of the designs that I've seen that I feel like I could never do because they're very complicated. That's why I try to make sure that anything I do is at least as hypothetically as simple as possible. I've done a few of them that, if Mojang updates their stuff, just puts the stuff out there. Oh man, I miss some of my old builds. But you know what? There are all kinds of things available, and things are always going to be moving and progressing. That's life. Life progresses. Now, you notice I'm putting down carpet on each of those little platforms there to make sure that no mobs can accidentally spawn outside of the area that I really want them to spawn in. So you got to make sure the carpet is, in fact, everywhere that it needs to be. So please keep track of that. Okay, I got carpet on all of them. Now I'm going to actually start building the outer walls. Let's go ahead and use that carpet as a base and spread the stone. Right, here we go. And now this is a combination of the outer walls and, of course, the inner floor that the mobs are intended to spawn on. And they do. In fact, you got to be kind of careful if you're not ready for it. They will spawn quite ferociously, if you will. But that's kind of the nature of these mobs in Minecraft, especially when you're in a void world like this. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe it's because, you know, whenever you do this, you want to try and do it at height limit. That'll give you the best opportunity for it to work quite the way you want to. Well, at least in my opinion. I mean, you really want a mob spawner XP farm to spawn mobs, right? So if you do it any closer to the ground, you might not be having the mobs spawning the way you want them to, because for anybody who's not aware of this, the spawn radius of mobs actually has to do with the position of the player. Depending upon the scenario, let's see, if you're playing like for 4 chunks, I think it's like you can have mobs spawn anywhere from 26 blocks out or 24 blocks out. You'll have to Google it to get exact numbers. Don't trust my opinions. I'm just putting them out there. And they'll spawn between 24 or 26, whatever it is, from the player up to, I know it's 44 blocks on the lowest simulation setting in the game. You can have the simulation settings increased, I believe, to 8 chunks away from the player, and whew, at that rate you got like mobs spawning between 26 and I think it was 128. That's a lot. So anyways, there's the basic idea of how the wall is going to look. It's getting pretty close tonight. I might want to go ahead and sleep. I got a few things I kind of want to get to. Well, let's go ahead and get that sleep on. Sorry, guys. Un momento. Just takes a second. And there goes the sun. Actually, it's quite a beautiful scene. I like the colors. Quite a hue. There we go. Okay, now let's get moving on. And I actually want to build the walls up even higher, because we need the walls to be 2 by 2, as most of the mobs that we're working with, or intending to work with, are going to be at least 2 blocks high. In fact, the main character, I believe, is 2 blocks. Let's see. What is it? Endermen are literally the only ones that are 3 blocks high, I think. Maybe wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Anyways, we don't want Endermen spawning in, so we're going to try and keep the walls at a limit of about 2 blocks. And then once we put the water in there, nothing's going to spawn in there anyways. I'm going to go ahead and build the second platform now. As you can see, I'm building 8 blocks on these, because these are, of course, the water troughs for the blower area. And 8 more. I'm going to do this on every side, of course. And the reason that I'm only using 2 is because of the fact that the mob spawn radius is limited. So in my case, I'm using simulation distance of only 4. So literally, I can only make this work effectively with 2-tier system. Now, if you increase the simulation distance, let's say to 8, I'm sure you can increase the number of tiers that you can have on this mob spawner grinder. But honestly, if you're getting a need for that many mobs, I don't think you'll be able to keep up. I suspect they'd probably start dying just from too many mobs in one spot once you get down to the main grinding area. You know, what is that called when they start suffocating because there's too many in a row? I forget what it's called. Anyways, I'm almost done with this section, and as you can see, I'm trying to be cautious with the saving of resources. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I got distracted and I accidentally put them in the wrong place. Oh, well, I can jump over. As you can see, I just did. Oh, I'm hardly keeping up with my own video. What's going on here? All right, I got to figure it out. I got to pay attention. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and build up the walls over here. We need a spot underneath for the water trough. Don't hit that, because that's where you want to put the carpet, and keep going. And we'll just fill in the entire wall here. 2 high, as you can see. 1, 2. Okay, oops, I accidentally put an extra one on top there. Interestingly enough, we're going to need it there anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. It should be no problem. And moving on, you can see that I'm trying to put everything just right, and that makes it, there we go, careful, and careful, and, oops, I need more blocks. So anyways, as you can see, this project is coming together quite expedited. And there we go. We're putting down some more carpet, just like we did on the top. Oop. Oh, I can't. Oh, shoot. Hey, wait a minute. Actually, I got a solution. See that? Boom. I didn't break the block. Why didn't I break the one on top? I don't know what I'm thinking. Anyways, oops. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. And then I got one more. Here we go. Carpet, and carpet. And we're done with that. Now we'll just go ahead and build up the wall right here. Wait, no. Right here? Okay. Yeah, there we go. I almost put it in the wrong place. That'd be fun. Gotta be careful. It's easy to misplace blocks and then get totally thrown off track of what you're trying to do. It happens on occasion, but hopefully for this video, I'm going to be able to keep everything in. Oh, wait. I forgot to break those blocks. Oh, well. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I got it. I got it. See, simple solutions to simple problems. Oh, wait. Now I got to get back over there. Oh, bugger. All right, forgive me, guys. At least I got everything taken care of. We need 4. Okay, there we go. And we're back to where we were. No problems. Almost like it didn't. And, so we're just following the blueprint here in my head, of course. And there we go. Oh, that block again. Oh no, that means I realize what that means. Yep, I got to do that again. You know what? That block going there before was not beneficial. I don't like that. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Well, this is only one of a few dozen times that I've tried making this thing, so, you know, learning curves, right? Oh, boy. There we go. And it's getting dark. Yeah, it's getting, I've only got one section to go. Halfway wanted to complete that, but let's just let the sun go down and get some sleep. Better to do that than risk mobs spawning when I can't handle them. Honestly, I didn't bring a sword with me. So there we go. Easier this way. That's why I brought the bed. Okay, let's continue this. Finish up. And then we can put all the walls together. Put some water in there. And boom. We'll be pretty much... Oops. Careful how I do that now. Okay. So there's that. Boom, boom. And then we're going to put the rest of the floor in. And... Yep, there we go. Wait. Huh? Wait, why is it? Well, I don't understand what the heck. Oh, shoot. Look at what I did. I accidentally put an extra block in there and went off of that. See what I said? Putting the blocks in the wrong places can lead to catastrophe. The whole build is given. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. Actually, look, we can just put down some extra blocks and we'll be 100% okay. In fact, look. See? No harm, no foul. All right, now that that's all done, all we got to do is bring down the walls so it becomes a single cohesive unit, and the mobs will start going crazy. Don't even need to leave any food to trap them in. They'll come on their own. See too many of those Bear Grylls shows, and he always has to leave food in those traps to get those little varmints in there. Well, this is going to be so much easier. They just like to spawn right in any place that's available. Okay, and then we got to fill up the wall, so it's only a 2x2. Now, we don't have to worry about the single space just above this point because obviously mobs are not going to spawn in a single space 1x1 block area. So this actually works to our benefit. What was that? Oh, well. Ambient noises. That was fun. Okay. And we're going to build these walls down. We're going to have to do this, of course, in all 4 areas of this build. But it's going pretty quick. As I said before, just leave a 1x1 space on the above and get the 2x2 ceiling. 2x2 ceiling. Yeah, not exactly proper English, but I suspect everybody really understands what I'm trying to get at, I hope. I mean, really? If you don't, I don't know how else to explain it any better. That's just what I gotta say. I'm done. Sorry. It is what it is. I'm trying to be... Oops. Trying to get this done fast without being too boring, but... You know, honestly, these build videos could be pretty boring. I mean, you got to have some deep interest in what you're doing in order to watch things like this anyways, I think. But I don't know. Some of those content creators out there, man, they make their videos so cool. Maybe I'm a little bit jealous. I'm kind of a third-rate content creator. Just hurting my feelings. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm feeling good. I'm good. So this is the last one. And as you see, I left one hole to make sure that we got some light up in here so we can see what we're doing. I just don't want it to get too dark in the video. Oh, well, how about that? As it turns out, darkness is golden. We got light coming from the top. Okay, well, no problem. Let's go ahead and do the water then. Wait, what? Oh, that stupid bag. Okay, let's, we need to make a infinite water source. There we go. And boom, boom. Everybody who plays Minecraft regularly ought to know about that. Not presenting any new concepts here, I think. And you can see the water is flowing and it's stopping right before going actually into the shaft. Which is what we want. I don't want the water flowing down the shaft. That would defeat the purpose, because then mobs would be able to swim up and down. Here we go. One more. Come on, we got it. Oh! Whew! Little effort there. Oh, I put that on the wrong one. I should have put it right next to the twisted vines. Oh, well, whatever. It still works. It's functioning. There we go. And this area is boom, boom, near complete. Yeah, I got to fill in these holes, of course. I almost forgot about those. I don't think it would change things too much other than give mobs a chance to get out of the water. I'm really trying not to get that. I want them to be stuck once they get down into the water because that's where they're going to fall. And we'll do the same thing up here. Okay, easy. As you can see, all I'm trying to do is fill in the water spaces. And this is why we made the floor 8 spaces long, because you have a spot for the source block plus 7 blocks from there that it'll actually flow. Yep. Whew. Gotta keep track of those nights. They come up on you pretty quick. Oops, I forgot the water. Okay, we're good. Careful. Oh man, I'd hate to fall to my death because I jump over that wrong. Alright, come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's great. We're doing great. And that's it. Now we're going to move on to the roof. Roof is on fire. No, please don't quote me. I don't want to get charged. I'm going to speed this up a little bit because it's just a matter of placing down a flat stone roof so that no light will pass through, and then I'm going to cover that in carpet. So I'm going to do this as quick as I can. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Still seems a little slow at 4x. Ugh. Oh well. You should try watching this at 1x. That's slow. So be happy. Alright, and you know what? If you're watching this on YouTube or something, maybe you want to press the fast forward button. This will take a few minutes. I mean, we are talking about an entire roof over an entire building. This is just basics right here, though. Oops. Careful. I don't want to overstand because I might run out of carpet. I got my carpet kind of exact here. And there we go. Everything's coming together. Look at that. Looking good. Boom. Yep. That's it. Awesome. All right. Oh, well, okay. That's it. Now all I got to do is put down the carpet. Let's see how fast I can do this. If I had a timer app, I'd put a timer on there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1.5. All right, just trying to pass the time a little bit here while we put down the carpet. I'm sorry. Not much to talk about when it comes to putting down carpet, other than you gotta get about 150 carpet for that thing to work. Boy, that takes a long time with those sheep, unless you got a heck of a sheep farm. Okay, now I gotta go around the outs. Oops. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm just gonna wait. Oh, shoot, the roof. Of course, of course. I don't want to break that. So wait. I can't put. I want to go. Oh, what am I thinking? There we go. Sorry about that. Now I'm just exposing my stupidity. There we go. Much better. Okay. And it's nighttime, so oh, there's the darkness I was looking for before. Man, it really gets dark in there when that. Oh, you can hardly see anything. Let's go down the twisted vines, but first I need to get me some, there we go, some cobwebs, because what I want to do, since the shaft is actually 25 blocks, I want to put down the cobwebs. Oh boy, can you see that? I'm trying to put them one down from the top, so basically one block at top and then one down one. There we go. Boom, boom, and then break the twisted vines. I don't need those anymore, because I'm never going to go back up in there. Mobs, you can spawn there all you like and then come on down. Yeah, I can bet you that they're already trying. Man, when it gets dark like that, they really like to go crazy. And then finish up this little bit, and the hopper and the half blocks there. The whole thing's done. The mobs are actually going to spawn, but I got a few things I want to do. I want to basically a platform to make it easier to go up and down. So let's see, I want to break this. There we go. And I'm going to break that. Oops, oh, whoa, that was a creeper. Whew. Sounded like that was ready to go off. I got to be careful about getting too close to there. Let's block that up for the moment. Now I've got to go about 3 down because I need to have the stairs. Let's see, how am I going to do this? 1, 2, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, now, let's put 1 block up, put some stairs on there. Wait, where are my stairs? Okay, there's the stairs. And I got to go over to the side. That way we got a double set. Let's use the twisted vines here. Okay, there we go. Oh man, those mobs are really screaming out now. They are angry. They're mad at me. They don't like being caged. Sorry guys. That's a kill chamber. Here. Just give me a minute, all right? I'll catch up to you. I just got to finish my, I don't know, standing platform, my starting platform. Honestly, I don't know English well enough. Sorry. It's just my fault. Honestly, I should have gotten to school. Okay, here we go. Bring that down so it feels a little bit more secure. On the same side, using my trick with the twisted vines. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All done. That was easy. Crouch a little bit there. Now all I got to do is make it possible for me to, well, add some security blanket. I mean, obviously. Wow, excuse me. There we go. Now I got that safe. Let's put, so I like to use trap doors on the outside because I feel like the trap doors provide me a good scene, and it provides me a little bit of security so I don't accidentally fall off the edge when I back away from one of those creepers trying to explode. So here's how I do it. What's going on? All right, come here. I don't know, maybe I should put, you know what, that's fine. Okay. Sorry, a few thought processes had to go there for some reason. There we go. It's almost like I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you know, we'll leave it to the professionals to know what they're doing. They're the ones that create things like this in the first place, and you know, peons like me just kind of follow up, I guess. But whatever's going on, I think this is a pretty neat build, and I've had a lot of fun putting it together. I don't think the mobs enjoy it much, though. I almost feel sorry for them. Not. And there's my outside wall. Then we can clear these. And boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get rid of that. Put another block there so I can have my... Nah, I don't need to use another stone slab. Boom. Yeah, easy. There we go. And just lift all the trap doors. And we're done. Wait, there we go. And I should have brought a sword with me, but let's... Okay. Watch this. Look at all of them. Just like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it feels good. There you go, guys. I'm going to just clear it all out, and I can have a kill chamber from all angles. And everything goes right into the chest. This I love. It's my favorite build, honestly. Thank you guys. Thank you for being there. Bye-bye.